Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. But yeah, today we're gonna bake some sweet potato pudding. So on the list, what we need some sweet potato, of course, and we need some sugar. Also, we need some cornmeal. I have this jello thingy, but you put it in pudding. I'm gonna try it. It's vanilla. So we're gonna need some coconut. But what I do is instead of getting the coconut out of the shell, because you know the coconut here where I am, sometimes you buy them, but because they import them, sometimes you buy it and it's not good. So I got the one, they have some coconut in the packet. Also, we need some vanilla. We're gonna need some nutmeg. But yeah, they sell some coconut in the packet, so I bought two of them, but I'm gonna use one pack. So what I'm doing right now, I'm crushing the nutmeg, but I don't think I'm gonna use that one. I'm also peeling the sweet potato. I'm gonna peel it and cut it up, dice it. Yeah, so I'm just dicing the coconut, not the coconut, sorry, the sweet potato, and then I'm gonna blend it because back home what they do is they put what do you call it? They grater it. They use it with grater. Yeah. So in Jamaica they use it. They grater it. So I don't have time for that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna toss it in the blender, and then I'm gonna blend it as smooth as possible, and I'll get the same results as when you use the grater. So yeah. And as I'm peeling, I have to be looking for stuff because sometimes these sweet potatoes they're not good, right? So that's what I'm doing. I'm peeling it and then I'm looking if there's anything that's in it that needs to be cut away and then cut it out. So, yeah, keep watching. So, while you guys are watching, let me tell you a story, right? My story. Once upon a time, there was a girl who lived in a rural area in Jamaica. She was living in the country with her grandmother, and her grandmother always baked some sweet potato pie. So, this little girl, she was so fond of the sweet potato pie that when her grandmother finished baking, didn't know that she had to wait on the sweet potato to cool, and went in and she cut up slice and started to eat. My, it burnt her. And that's the story for today, guys. So yeah, as you can see, I'm still peeling, I'm still dicing, and this is taking a very long time. But I'm still not wasting time because if I was supposed to grater it like what people used to use back in the days, the olden days, or even now, but who has time for that when technology gives you like so much things to use, like equipments to use that can speed up the process, right? So, but if I was supposed to use the grater, it would probably take three or four times the time comparing to what I'm doing now. So yeah, I wouldn't complain to say that it's taking long still, because after all, when I'm done, it will be very, 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 very nice. Yeah, it's finally done. I'm finally done peeling. So yeah, I'm just cleaning up my mess now. And what I'm doing, I didn't bring the blender over because I think it was like I didn't have a plug to plug it next to me. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna blend. I already blend the coconut. So what I'm gonna do now is just strain the coconut, right? So I'm gonna strain the coconut, and once I'm done straining the coconut, I'm gonna I'm gonna blend the sweet potato. So yes. And if you're straining the coconut and a little of the trash falls in the container, that's good because you need a little like trash to put in the mixture for it to be yummy. So yeah. And you have to follow the old time people. Yeah, pour a little water out of that, get out all the juice. Yeah, girl. Yeah. Sieve, 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 sieve. And now I'm just dumping in the sweet potato in the blender. And as I said, you don't need to rinse the blender because you need a little of the trash from the coconut in the mixture. So yeah, I blend the sweet potato. That's the result, the end result. So now what I'm gonna do is, yeah, see? It's pretty smooth as if you when you grater it. So yeah, that's good. Now I'm pouring out that into the container. I'm gonna put some coconut milk in the mixture. Yeah, so this is the second. What I'm gonna do now is put the second batch in. Yep. And then I'm gonna tip a little of the coconut water juice in, and then add some water, cover it. I don't even know why I add water because I could just use the coconut milk straight up. But yeah, and I finished blending it right there. Now, what I'm gonna do is add a little of, see, the trash. I told you about the trash. Can't leave out the trash. Put a little of the trash in there. It give it that crunchiness in the sweet potato pudding. Then I'm pouring some more coconut milk in. Mix it, mix it, mix it. No, I think I poured too much, but anyways, that is that. Now I'm gonna add some sugar, dark sugar. It says sugar cane, made from sugar cane, so hopefully it tastes just the same as in when my grandma usually make them. So yeah, I'm putting about 1 cup of sugar. I'm gonna add some more, but and you can taste it, eh? It's not gonna do nothing to you to taste it to see if the sweetness is that much or if it needs more or if it doesn't need anymore. So yeah. Dump in the sugar and mixing. Mixing, 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 yep. And the process goes on. And if you don't, yeah, you need time to do this, okay? You need a lot of time because it takes a lot of time. Not a lot of time comparing to when my mom make it because they take forever in the kitchen. Nobody has time to be in the kitchen all day. We need dinner, we need breakfast, we need dinner. And not to mention lunch. I skipped the lunch. We need breakfast, we need lunch, we need dinner, and we need a little supper. Like we need dessert, which is the sweet potato pudding. So when I spend the entire day in the kitchen, how does that work? No. So I have to figure a way to half time. I have to use half of a time in the kitchen so that I can combine all these meal time. Yeah. So yeah, I just add some cornmeal. Too much talking. I just add some cornmeal. That is like about 1 cup of cornmeal as well. Then I'm adding the pudding mixture that I showed you guys, the vanilla pudding mixture that I showed you at the beginning. It's my first time using it, so I don't know how it's gonna taste, but it says it's for pudding, so hopefully it tastes good. Yeah. And I don't wanna add too much because as I said, it's my first time using it, so I don't know how the result is gonna be. And now I'm adding maybe about 1 cup of flour. I didn't really judge it that much. But yeah, that was 1 cup of flour. Yeah, so once you add the flour, now you just combine all the ingredients and you want to mix it in a folding style. Bring what's on the edge of the container towards the middle. So I just realized that it could use a little more sugar, so I'm adding about half of a cup of sugar. And yeah, I don't like stuff that's too sweet, but I don't like it fresh either. So it's got to be like in the middle, you know? Sweet enough to have the nice taste, but not too sweet to give me a headache. Need that vanilla. I add one teaspoon of vanilla. It looks like it's two, but it's because of the I couldn't find the one, so I used half of a teaspoon. So I used two of the half to get the one. So yeah. And after the vanilla, I just add some what you call it, nutmeg. Yeah. So I just grate a little nutmeg. I didn't have an estimate measurement, but do you do whatever you think it's good enough for you. Now this looks like a big bowl of what you call it, cornmeal porridge. Yum yum. Yeah, so I'm done with the mixture. What I'm doing now, I'm gonna grease the side of my pan. I'm gonna use a parchment paper for the bottom. If you don't have the parchment, if you don't have the parchment paper, you can use the butter as well to grease the bottom. And then, so for this, make sure I can get two of these pans. One 8-inch and one, what's this one, 6-inch pan. So yeah. Now it's time for the fun part, to put it in the oven. Yep. So stay tuned, guys. I'll show you the end result when it's done. So you tell me now, guys. Isn't this yummy? Thank you guys for watching.